here we have oldies but goldies.
Sea leg.
Alright, so obviously here we have tense fascia latte. I tend to have, I remember it as a tense time needing a coffee, you know. So something that's to do that, going through your iliotibial band. Alright, if you've ever done any foam rolling, this is the bastard that hurts when you foam roll.
When you what roll?
Foam roll.
Oh.
This when you have a foam roller and you're rolling on your side of your thigh, this is the thing that is causing you excruciating amounts of pain and agony. It's a very cruel and unusual person that developed that technique. Okay, now here we have rectus femoris, which is it's the only true biarticulate muscle of the quads. All right. You have our sartorius. Good way to think about this one.
It's the strap-like one, isn't it?
It's a strap-like muscle. What I'm about to say, I quote, comes from another individual, the dog shit muscle. Because it does a little bit of knee extension, outward rotation, and adduction. So when you look at your foot, that's the one.
What that?
Yep, that's it. All right. Okay. Taking off clothes.
Don't trust him.
Don't trust him. He's a reptile.
Sorry, I've got it on video. What?
Okay, now we have here our vasti group. Our vastis include the medial, vasti medialis, vastus medialis, sorry, vastus intermedius, and vastus lateralis. Okay? Okay, now here we have the insertion of the psoas major and the iliacus. The grouping is sometimes referred to as the iliopsoas. Alright?
Just read that, yeah.
Yep. So it is the actual psoas major and iliacus coming in on the same attachment.
Psoas? Psoas.
It's PSOA.
Oh, okay, just so I can see it in my
The
head.
P is silent, just like in pool. Okay? Now here we have our adductor longus. Alright? You can't see the brevis, okay, on these models or the other one either. Okay? It would be somewhere in that direction. Alright? You do have the pectineus that you need to know, which is this one, although it's not labelled. You can see it more clearly, and it is labelled on the larger legs.
Which one? Is it that little, just that little corner?
That little corner.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
It's a pectineus. Yeah, pectineus. Now, here we have our gracilis, which is not an adductor, despite the fact that it looks like it should, because it does not just attach to the actual femur. It comes down and attaches down onto the tibia.
Oh, wow, okay.
It comes through, attaches around onto the medial anterior surface of the tibia here. Okay. Adductor magnus is a very large, flap-like muscle which folds over itself. Makes it a bit tricky for some people. What you have here is this is adductor magnus, as is this, as is this. Because it is folding over itself pretty much.
Okay.
Alright, it just looks that way, it's kind of weird, I don't know why. Alright, now, here we have our glute max. Okay, this is your engine when it comes to running. Okay, this is the one that pulls your leg back nice and strongly out of the hip. Alright, it's that powerful muscle there.
What's it called again?
Gluteus maximus.
Oh, cool. Yep.
For some reason I always think Russell Crowe. Probably something.
Yeah, that's what yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Inferior, I was trying to remember the inferior gluteus maximus. Remember what innervates it.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, now, here we see a few little tiny muscles, but we'll get to those as soon as I get rid of these hamstrings. Now, the hamstrings, you have 4, but only 3 of them are true hamstrings. Right? So we have our biceps femoris longhand. Okay. Here we have our semitendinosus. over the membranosus, semimembranosus here. Okay, so if I take this off, see that is a semimembranosus. Okay. Now we have a biceps femoris long head, means we must have a short head somewhere, and that's it there. It starts on the actual femur, linea aspera, comes down to on the tibia, whereas the long head starts at the ischial tuberosity. Blank there for a second. Now, up here, we have ourselves the gluteus medius. Can't see the minimus, it is underneath. Alright, so we go glute med, then we have ourselves piriformis. Alright, then we go gemelli superior, obturata internus, gemelli inferior, with
was
an
the
externus in
gemelli.
there somewhere underneath, and then we have ourselves quadratus femoris.
Yeah.
Okay. You can actually see on the big model legs, the externus I think a little easier.
Okay.
All right, so that's that. Now moving down to here, we have ourselves everybody's favorite. All right, these are your walking thousands of miles. Don't freaking worry about it at all muscles. Okay. They go and go and go. So gastrocnemius, you have medial head and lateral head. Okay, obviously, medial head and lateral head. Alright, connecting down into our calcaneal tendon or Achilles tendon. Take off that one, and we see cells underneath